Let's freaking go. No, let's freaking not. I mean, it will not end up well. It absolutely shouldn't end up well, to be honest. Because the very idea that it can end up as anything but a huge disaster on my part is just completely strange and stupid. Anyway, I've got to turn on my phone. I've got to do some adjustments, as freaking always. Come on. Oh, come on. Get up. It's time to rise and shine, you little piece of electronic junk. No? Oh, you're back. You're getting back well and alive and running. Okay, my phone is up, everything's up, I'm alive, and I just want to watch a few Tier 2, Tier 3 games. I watched a few top tier series, and right now I'm a bit bored of. The best games on the Warcraft 3 scene with the best players, so I want to have some fun. Yes, it will be a little junky fun. It'll not be good games, I would assume. I mean, Hitman is quite a good player. Orcbrave, I know nothing about Orcbrave except that he played a few games before on my channel. Not on my channel, of course. He played on ladder and in various low tier tournaments, but still, I've casted these games. Hitman, yeah, about Hitman I know a little bit more, but I will not tell you. Because it requires some coherent thinking, and I am completely unable of this. So let's just watch the games. Yes, my micro is complete garbage. At the same time, I freaking should install the normal one. I mean, the moment you don't have a normal micro, when you don't have one, you just can live with the fact that your micro is sub-perfect. And by sub-perfect, I mean crap. But the moment you've got one, it just eats up on you. It just munches on you slowly, the fact that you've got a reasonably good micro and you don't use it just because you're so lazy to install it. To tune it, because tuning it will take quite a while. Anyway, let's watch the games already. I mean, I have to check if... Oh no, I'm breathing into the microphone. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't want to set up anything normal, because this one got a very focused area where it takes sounds from. And I'm quite a heavy breather. No, I'm really not, but sometimes. Oh no, that's still bad. Move it a little bit to the side, you potato. Now that's much better. That's way better. Anyway, yeah, I should be a little bit louder, but that should be fine. I hope. At least I hope. No, in reality it'll be crap as always. So, Hitman against Orcbrave. Hitman against Orcbrave can be entertaining, can be complete garbage, and the game is incredibly loud. At least for you. For me it was completely fine, and on this 10%, 15% volume I never can adjust it properly, so it's either too loud or too quiet, but who gives a shit. So we use no interface whatsoever, so I guess it's a default replay interface. This channel is well known for using the default replay interface, just so it doesn't get strikes from other channels, I guess. I don't know. And we can see that Hitman decides to creep the middle camp, and he plays Dark Ranger. Yay! That's a Dark Ranger against Farther. Farseer can be quite decent against Dark Ranger because if you don't run like that, it can be quite decent if you do it properly and you do not just let Dark Ranger drain third of your HP the very moment she starts draining. Because you provide additional targets, you spread damage, so the more targets you've got, the less effective drain is, mostly because the main idea of drain is not to deal damage, not to heal Dark Ranger, it's to disable the unit you're draining. Yes, you do both of the former, but the biggest thing is that you slowly and inevitably disable the unit, making this unit run away. And that's a complete disable on the hero. I would like the hero to get the hell out of this 800 range. Yeah, it's just 800 range, it's not so terrible. This peasant should die, Dark Ranger is being obnoxious again. And right now Orc should already have a shop. That was a terrible life drain on this peasant. She should save him. It was very worth 25 mana. And oh no. Oh yeah, he got a shop. He's building a tower. What? He is building a tower. He is preparing for a tower rush, but there will be no tower rush except for maybe some very early aggression with a few footies. This wolf will die to life drain. Yeah, that's horrible, to be honest. Where is the Farseer? Farseer is healing up. Farseer is replenishing his mana. There should be very limited early aggression, mostly because summon another wolf. He summoned another wolf. That's good. He should send these wolves to the base, kill this peasant. Another deny by Hitman, but it still costs him. These are still peasants that die. This matter. He's still at tier 1. He will likely not be able to properly push his opponent, at least right now, and killing the peasant that is making this lumber mill is quite a low blow, but effective one. Because of course you want to kill the peasants that built buildings. Finally the woman decides to save this, to save her brethren. No, she's sort of dead already, so I doubt they are her comrades, her friends, her... What? So soldiers on the same side? No, peasants are not soldiers on the same side. Peasants are not soldiers at all, even then they are militia. You need something more than a hatchet and a shield if you really want to be a soldier. Boy. Okay, these wolves will be saved. Of course, human right now got access to absolutely unlimited number of peasants, but at the same time it takes quite a while to replenish them. It's not completely free, and human is being a little bit too passive. He should actually try to attack an orc. I mean, orc is prepared, orc made a tower, but that's still not a reason not to attack him, and this footman of course will die to the wolf. And this wolf will be resummoned. Yes, wolf was resummoned, that's good. That was nice by Orcbrave. Orcbrave is playing quite nicely for tier 2 player. Dark Ranger right now is healing her footies. He should have Arcane Vault already. I mean, the very fact that she doesn't is a problem. She will survive through its attack. Maybe not for forever. And can she get out? Yes, she can get out. That's good. Getting the TP out of the Dark Ranger is very important, but I doubt... Oh, there was a Raider with a weapon, now Dark Ranger is gone. Okay, he decided to life drain at the worst possible moment. The very moment he got webbed, I believe that this net was casted by the Raider even before Dark Ranger decided to use Life Drain. And now a few footies will die, a few other units will die. Of course it's not the end for human, nobody gives a shit about this Dark Ranger, it's just a little bit painful to lose her, it gives Orc a little bit of space. Orc, of course, may always go tier 3, Orc, of course, may always just decide to make his tiny and thus sort of negate human's expansion. But right now there are 20 towers on an expo. Please just let this expo be. I understand everything, but you really should just let this expo be. This expo is there for a reason, and it's a good reason. It's sort of invulnerable to all attacks. So please just creep and do whatever you want to do, and please make wyverns. A few wyverns would be awesome here, because of course you know that human didn't have quickest tier 2, because of course you know that human spent so much gold, so much money on towers on both his main and expansion. And instead you're going for your own towers yourself. That may work, but I believe you're too focused on attacking the expand. You've got a Demolisher from there. How? Why? It's the first Demolisher I've seen in quite a while. And of course Demolisher is an easy target for footies. That's the problem with Demolisher, it's always an easy target for footies. Boink. Demolisher is dealing damage to whatever it sees. There is a second freaking Demolisher. What? Why? Make wyverns. Make wyverns, for hell's sake. Snipe something. You can even go full raiders, but not the, for hell's sake, Demolishers. The problem is for a human that right now he doesn't have oh, he has a defense. So it will not be such a big deal killing all these towers, but the problem is that there is a wave. There should be a chain lightning already. Yeah, the chain lightning is there. Yeah, I would simply prefer not... What is he even building? Is it a burrow? If it's a burrow, it's quite ingenious, but of course I would prefer... Yeah, it's a burrow. Of course I would prefer something else. I would prefer a voodoo lounge. These demolishers are dealing damage to the trees, but I believe they are attacking trees in the wrong place. You should attack trees next to your towers to build a voodoo lounge. No? No. And human decides to attack a north space, but he is going for aviaries. That's a good decision by Hitman. But killing everything with yo Dark Ranger level 2 and Alchemist level 1 when there is a tower, when there are 4 burrows, will not be so easy. Hell, it will not be so easy. She killed something. Dark Ranger may die again. No, he used TP. And again, that's half a minute of expo production. And now she decides to attack Demolisher. That was an oldest life move, but human simply doesn't have enough units to provide a proper attack on Demolishers. There are only 3 footies. But of course Orc should suspect that his enemy is playing air. That's an obvious answer. That's such an obvious answer. And by the way, Arcane Tower is gone. Arcane Tower is being built. Dark Ranger should die again. She has absolutely nothing. This Alchemist... Did he just buy... Oh, he bought a stuff. It's just not... It's just not visible on the interface. Orc may even go for Liquid Fire. Hell, Liquid Fire will be fun here. But it will not pay off in the end. You need something against air. No, not moving your Demolishers like that would be a good idea. And yes, you can just attack ground instead of attacking the tower directly to deal some damage to everything that tries to fix this tower. No, please don't get in with raiders. He lost the raider, Demolishers are in a bit of trouble. Not in too much trouble, to be honest, but still that's painful. And right now humans should just waste every single coin that he gets from this expansion on repairing his on repairing the said expansion. And now it's no longer there, but there are 4 demolishers. And now 3 griffins are out. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they fly after you? Yeah, this griffin got no fear, of course, because what? That's gonna kill him right here. You need bat riders, you need wyverns. Wyverns are good against griffins. Wyverns deal piercing damage, wyverns are relatively cheap, wyverns deal damage at a good range, and with help of the bat riders, wyverns can deal with griffins. And of course, if human goes Dragonhawks, you just make more bat riders. I mean, for as long as griffins are not 0-3 armor. Yeah, he's making the third bestiary, which is not even that strange. Killing this blacksmith may be useful, but killing everything else not so much. These towers are simply there to exist. This squad was in a little bit of trouble. Human is getting more griffins, there should be at least 6, and at this moment I believe he will attack. He will be ready to attack, will he though? Yeah. And there are still 100 towers. And again, that's the way, that's why nerfing Huntresses was such a huge mistake, because that's how that's how humans should protect his expansion. With more towers than just 1 arcane tower. And all these demolishers will die instantly. And by instantly, I mean instantly, for hell's sake, yes. In one volley. That's 2 catapults down. Was Orc making another barracks? Yes. He wants to go tier 3. No, he was making another... What was he making? Another bestiary? 3rd bestiary. You can't sustain protection from 3 bestiaries with just 1 base. You need either tiny or you need something else. And human right now is creeping. In general, as much as Orc made a correct call, in general, as much as Orc made a very good decision by tower harassing, by tower rushing this human's base, he's playing worse. He's just playing a little bit worse. These towers are dealing damage to heroes, but that's what's gonna happen with the demolishers, no matter for how long you're trying to heal them. And of course Paladin is quite sturdy, so you can just instantly deal with him. And right now Orc is trying to get some additional experience from killing these towers, and it just doesn't happen. Dealing damage to Dark Ranger, of course, is more or less meaningless. The woman will heal up. Parser has been there, and I believe Orc doesn't have a single idea what he should do. Which is always painful when you're an Orc, when you're a race that absolutely every time should have very good understanding of what's gonna happen next. Of what your enemy gonna do next, what you should do next. Absolutely every move should be discernible by you. You should have you should not have a plan at any moment. You should have a proper reaction to anything. That's way more. That's a way better explanation. Because if you have a plan, you will lose. You're not human, you absolutely can't have a plan for a game. You should react to what your enemy does. But you should have this reaction prepared. You should know, if he does that, I'll do that. If he does that, I can do that or that or that. And right now Orc just massive bat riders, and all these bat riders will die into these griffins. And yes, they will kill quite a few griffins, but your buddy, love your stream, let's sometimes play together and share tips and ideas. Thank you. And Orc should have something else. Orc absolutely should have something else, at least a TP. So when all your bat riders suicide into griffins, when they all cease to be, then they all cease to exist, you can just TP out. Let's connect on Discord, the Natic one. No, sorry pal, I've seen this this message so many times already. I'm really sorry, my friend, but I know you're a bot. This towers are gone. That's a good moment to attack with bats, by the way. Human is not afraid of this amount of bats. Human is not really afraid of any amount of bats, to be honest, but... and he got a Scroll of Protection, that's awful. For an orc, of course, and he uses Scroll of Protection and all the bats will be gone, but a lot of griffins will be gone. And at this moment, Orc should just TP out, or maybe... No, maybe just stand in the field. But, I mean, there are a very limited number of raiders, there are only 2 bats, and these bats should die into this griffin, please. Please do stop attacking and just suicide them finally, thank you. Dark Ranger is dealing damage to raiders. This raider will go down. That's not enough to kill this alchemist, but Chain Lightning will find him. And Chain Lightning will finish him. Okay, we've got level 5 Torrent Chieftain, we've got 3.9 Farseer, that's formidable. Level 5 Torrent Chieftain can be awfully dangerous against human. But human should have quite a lot of money. Did he waste everything on griffins and not remake anything? I'm quite surprised. Oh, he continues to make griffins. That will not work. That will not work. Mass griffins from one base do not work. You need 2 bases, you need at least 3 armor upgrades to achieve anything. As it is now, human is losing, Hitman is losing, but at the same time, he knows that... He should absolutely know that you can play mass griffins from one base without all the armor upgrades in the world. Yes, you get a paladin. Paladin is completely necessary for this strat for his additional armor. And the higher level the paladin is, the better, of course. Yeah, this bat rider just decides to suicide. There was no real reason, but maybe he will be able to kill this griffin in the end. Yeah, quite likely. This poor raider. Kill the paladin in the moments of hesitation, in the moments when you doubt your life choices, kill the paladins. This griffin will live at the cost of Dark Ranger's health, but that's fine, she's very well prepared for it. There should be more webs and even more webs, and I would prefer your raiders to not die to kill a single griffin, and I would prefer this griffin to die, but killing a Dark Ranger would also be a good decision, and the woman is dead. Of course it was very worth it. This Code Beast will live for a little while, but generally Orc has to get away, and he got a speed scroll, and for some reason he doesn't even try to use it, and for some reason human doesn't try to chase him. Human absolutely should chase this Code Beast, human absolutely should try to chase... Nah, he doesn't have that many units, he doesn't have his Dark Ranger, and there are only 3 griffins, and there are 3 raiders killing this poor peasant. Yeah, just murder the peasantry. And Orc is thinking about his own expansion, which he will have to protect, which will not be that easy. When you've got 4 raiders and absolutely nothing else, and you can't even... Is he even trying to protect it? Did he buy a tiny? No, he got tier 2, he can't afford a tiny. I mean, he doesn't have tiny available. Orc, human at the same time, should also be completely out of resources. His main base should run out. Yes, yes, it did. Although Orc was harassing his peasants, but I guess the time that peons spent in the gold mine, in the burrows, I mean, the time that peons spent in the burrows counted as counted for all the losses of peasants that human had in his main base. So in the end, both bases ended at the relatively same moment. Orc is selling resources, Orc is selling his rings, that's acceptable. Dark Ranger, will Dark Ranger even get out? Oh, I doubt it. I freaking greatly doubt it, and it'll be a huge hit on a human. Nope. No dead women for you. Do these raiders have pillage? Or not? That's the question. That's actually the good question. But there are 5 griffins. 5 griffins are 5 griffins are bad news. 5 griffins are terrible freaking news. Please, raider, do not do it ever again. You were almost dead. And this Codebeast will die, and these 2 peons will die, and now you decided to go just for the Codebeast. That's acceptable. This Codebeast should be gone. That's actually quite a hard hit on an Orc. And human is making his expo, and Orc doesn't have any. Orc decided to make a few more units instead of making an expansion, which I completely disapprove of. I mean, these raiders, all these raiders that he wasted, they could have turned into something useful. Into something that matters. And just using Chain Lightning against all these griffins will not yield you any victory. I'm really sorry, pal, but it will not. No, you shouldn't have attacked the same griffin, and right now you have no chances. You will kill this paladin, because paladin went for aura level 2. This griffin is being saved. Another hero is going down, but I believe human will be able to win anyway. You got an expansion, or got no expansion. Human got gold income, and even though at this moment Torrent Chieftain will be level 6, it will not end up to an Orc's advantage. There is only Torrent Chieftain, there are no units, no money. Peons are long distance mining, but they will not be able to provide you with enough. This alchemist goes down, but what you're gonna do now? Yes, you've got a completely immortal cow, which can kill as many peasants as it only wants. But eventually these griffins will get rid of him. And Dark Ranger was bought back. That's all. That's all, folks. This griffin goes down, but this raider will also go down. Torrent Chieftain, of course, will revive. That's exactly what he wanted when he was running around dealing damage to... Killing Dark Ranger is not an option, even if you're Torrent Chieftain level 6. Get out further. And the fact that players can't really calculate 800 distance properly all the time is painful. And Orc is remaking his Farseer. Still no expansion. Of course, human will outmine whatever harass can this Torrent Chieftain can apply to his expa. Is this game over? It should be. It should very well be. There are still 3 minutes on Torrent Chieftain's Resurrection. The cooldown is 4 minutes. Or even 4. Is it 250 seconds or is it 240? I don't remember. Anyway. He is gone. He is dead. Yeah, this game will be over soon, and I guess there is absolutely no reason to wait for it. Yep, that's GG. That was poor decision making on your side, my friend. That's nothing else but poor decision making. And for some reason my Twitch is even on. I mean, as a window. So, what next? Hitman against Orcbrave. That was a bit entertaining. I mean, I like to see something good, something new, something different, but eh. Happy against Sock, nope. 120. Infi against 120, nope. Hawk against Elegant. Yes, please give me more. Okay, it's Hawk against Elegant. We're looking at the gameplay. When and for what reason? 7 days ago, Shattered Exile, ML Cup. Okay. And now I have to turn my Twitch back on. I have to write Hawk against Elegant, Hawk against Elegant in the description. Hitman against Orcbrave, Hawk. Yes, Elegant, ML Cup. And then I have to do the same for my YouTube stream. I'm really sorry, but it's how things are. I never know in advance what games will I watch, what games will I stream. Hawk against Elegant ML Cup. Okay. Now I'm prepared, now I'm ready, now I can do it. YouTube is now in full stream. Thank you. You scream, I scream, yes, even like that. Okay, Hawk is human, Elegant of course is Night Elf, and it's Shattered Exile. On Shattered Exile, Night Elf starts with his laboratory, that's quite a questionable moonwell. Yes, it provides you with some additional healing, some quicker healing, because it's a proxy moonwell. But at the same time, is it that needed? That's a sign that Night Elf thinks about eventually making his expansion, because it's way easier to protect, to defend your expansion when you've got a few moonwells built like that. But and Human starts with his own laboratory. He doesn't even try to get to his expo. He's playing Mountain King, and without an expansion, Mountain King just doesn't exist, especially on maps like Shattered Exile, because it's not springtime, it's not Northern Isles, it's not such a terribly large map, which gives you very limited access to level 3, it gives you a very reasonable access to level 3. Night Elf is getting good items, gloves, gloves are meh, but at the same time he got a bracelet, of course. Did he buy the bracelet? No, he likely bought it. Oh yeah, he bought the bracelet, okay. He bought a bracelet, he got orb from laboratory, orb of reveal, crystal ball, it's freaking crystal ball. And now Human has to run away, that's why you want to attack the gold mine with a golem, with a granite golem, because it's way easier to defend it and way easier to kill the granite golem than all these flash golems and level 6 troll. Yes, it gives you better item, it gives you better experience, but for hell's sake, there is a risk that exactly that will happen. I mean, right now he will try to be aggressive, he will try to harass, he will try to make Demon Hunter get away from his part of the map. And he will not really achieve any success, because Demon Hunter got boots, and with boots you can live for quite a long time against Mountain King level 2, Stormbolt level 1 may lead to your surround, but you also got, of course, stuff of teleportation. He bought it right now, and you've got a TP scroll, and right now he's using stuff on and comes with full HP. And hello, dear peasants. You know what the heated battle means? Yeah, exactly that. One archer will go down, but at least 3 peasants went down. One second archer goes down. That's a little bit unforgivable. All archers go down. But quite a few peasants went down, and peasants are a little bit more important right now for Hog, because in the end, as a human, if you power build your expansion, you really lack resources. Especially lumber. You have to remake your peasants all the time when you lose more than like 2 or 3, because your lumber will be so low otherwise. He got quite a good amount of lumber right now for some reason. And there is an assassin for a Night Elf. The problem with assassins against Mountain King, of course, is that Mountain King will just bolt your assassin and kill it. And Elegant, of course, wants blood. You can get quite a lot of blood, and this will be peasant's blood and peon's blood, and this, I mean, peasant's blood and Footy's blood, and right now Demon Hunter finally gets surrounded, but he should just get away. Oh, he decides to use the TP. No, he used stuff, I believe, but then he got bashed instantly with level 1 bash, which is 15%, but that happens. You should always be prepared for that. And right now, will he be able to... Yeah, he will be able to save his tree. With 2 wisps it's completely possible, and of course the tree can also eat a tree. And right now Ancient of War will slowly heal back up to full. Could you please eat another tree? It's a good moment to do so. Now, against what human has, there is no way of saving these 2 wisps along with Ancient of War, but that's fine. Human also wastes resources. Human is just having his expo made. Demon Hunter is in a little bit of trouble, but everything focuses on Mountain King, and Mountain King is in danger. And no, kill the same footman that your assassin does. Yes, this Elegant is very brave. That was also very risky, because everything could have survived. Demon Hunter got close from this level 5 golem, I believe. Kobold. Yeah, it's close, +8. There is an arcane tower, everything is getting up on a human base, and Demon Hunter just wants to get rid of this regeneration on Mountain King, but just get the bolt into his face. Mountain King, of course, got boots, but in general, this hero is, of course, slower than Demon Hunter, and significantly slower. So you can absolutely chase him, find him, kill him, do whatever you want with him. And yeah, could you please creep your expo finally and make an expo if you decided to go for proxy moonwolves and stuff. Demon Hunter is 3.5. Right now he should think about switching to Mana Burn, because Mountain King with mana, Mountain King with at least 1 bolt and likely 2 bolts, and likely additional 6 bolts from his mana potions. I mean, it will be 4 bolts, but still. Additional 4 bolts from his mana potions is extremely dangerous. He will just obliterate Night Elf if Night Elf... Oh, for hell's sake, this Bash Fiesta! He will just obliterate Night Elf if Night Elf allows him to. Right now Naga is trying to get as much usefulness out of her as possible. The first Dryad is out, so this Footy will not get anywhere. Mountain King is in a little bit of danger, but not really, but still, you know, a few hits from Demon Hunter are never wasted. And now he'll just buy... Come on, you potato, you should know that he got a tier 2 already, so he can buy something else but clarities. He can absolutely buy just mana potion. I don't know why he didn't do that. Clarities are awesome. This assassin will fall, by the way. Yes, this assassin is gone. Night Elf is going tier 3. A few Dryads have been made, I believe. Make a few Dryads. Are you completely certain on you playing without any units except for sudden mass bears? I mean, 4 bears can do a lot, especially if these are quick 4 bears. And for some reason Archmage is going elementals. What? What? Really? Elementals? With rifle casters, you usually go Aura, you can go Blizzard, but going elementals just means that you don't feel safe about your expansion. That you don't feel that your expansion will live long enough. And right now Night Elf should be a little bit surprised by the fact that you should have Dispel, by the way. Where is your Dispel? These Dryads should remove these elementals. Both these elementals, and that's another reason why you rarely go elementals on Archmage that late into the game. No Dispel yet? Come on! Didn't you forget something like abolish something? Usually this thing is called magic. And of course, for some reason Mountain King doesn't buy all the mana potions in the world, which surprises me greatly. Yet he was still able to win against Demon Hunter mano a mano. And Priest should not have any Dispel yet. And Priest are dry. Finally he got Spellbreaker. Okay, Spellbreaker solves every problem that he has right now. And this Ancient of 4 will fall, and Night Elf will not be able to kill anything on this creep spot. Yeah, Human will take everything. So, it's Mass Casters, it's 62 foot limit of Mass Casters against 46 foot limit on Night Elf. And yes, you would prefer less bears and more Dryads, of course, but he's going for 5 bears. And with so few Dryads, he will suddenly find all these bears slowed down and killed. I am really afraid that at 70 foot push, especially at 70 foot push with mortar teams, for some reason Hawk instantly adds mortar teams instead of just peasants with towers. Although peasants with towers also would work, and would work quite well. No, these are mortar teams. Finally he retrained into Mana Burn, that's good. He got a large healing potion, that's absolutely awesome. Hawk was a little bit greedy on his expansion. He decided, on his main base he decided to skip all the towers. And now he's in a little bit of danger. Not really, these mortar teams are of course damaged, but nobody gives a shit about it. This Dryad should fall, this Demon Hunter should waste his mana potion. That's another bash and another bash and another bash. And I have to remind you that it's 30%. So 2 bashes may happen quite often. You should never be fighting Mountain King directly if you are low on HP, because that's exactly what you will suffer from. These Dryads are heavily damaged. Finally, Demon Hunter was able to buy himself an Invul Potion, and catching these mortar teams, of course, is amazing. Catching mortar teams is big, and killing additional riflemen, and that's 6 foot limit right there, and not the cheapest foot limit ever. Human got a ton of lumber, Human got a good chunk of gold, but the longer the game goes, the better Elegance chances are. When you're playing rifle casters, when you're playing spellbreakers and rifles and casters, just a normal mix, you usually want to have some foot advantage. And so it will be either 70 against 50, 70 against 60, maybe 80 against 60, or it will be 90 against 80. You can't play 80 against 80, and if Elf will be able to get this game to the point when it's 80 against 80 foot, Human will just lose. But at this moment Naga is suffering. Naga should just TP out, not waiting to get bashed. And lose her life, okay. This Demon Hunter isn't really doing anything useful on the map. He's just running around. He could have grabbed green spots at least, getting closer to level 5. He's just running around hoping to find what? To find this priest, for example. This priest is dead. I mean, that happens mostly because human is playing not perfectly, but that's something. That's a little bit of gold, that's a little bit of experience. Meanwhile, human is getting a lot more. Human is getting a good chunk of experience, a good chunk of items, and Night Elf decides to just attack this Rogue Knight. The Rogue Knight, of course, is very, very dangerous. The Rogue Knight will deal a shit ton of damage. Oh, that's a juicy mortar team, that's a nice mortar team, that's a nice catch. Hawk, you knew about it! And he, of course, should have used this... Oh, will he be able to get away? He should, with the help of Dryads, who should constantly dispel him, and... Yeah, he will get away. He uses a stuff which was a little bit more dangerous than just running away, but that's fine, he got away. Night Elf got himself an Ankh, a nice, I guess. Does this large spot only drop an Ankh? I don't really know, it's a freaking Shattered Exile. And not version 1 Shattered Exile, it's Revision 2.4 Shattered Exile. And at least this bear should die, or get stuffed instantly, and another bear should die. No, I believe at least one bear should die here. No? You decided not to chase? That's strange, okay. Naga was able to buy her a healing scroll. Demon Hunter should buy him himself something like a small invul potion. Thank you, another bot, for reminding me that I should ban you and block you and never look at you again. Reporting bots is a little bit too tedious on Twitch. $54 followers already. Happens? What? Oh. The guys who were... The guys who were bots. I mean, Finn's Rogue is a good guy, he is not a bot. All the bots that followed me getting... destructured, deconstructed by Twitch. Slowly but inevitably. Anyway. I should report the bot, but I can't because I didn't have the chat open, and I don't really give enough shits to report him. So let's just turn the browser window off. Good. And now there is no chat on my screen any longer. That's good. I can still see chat on my phone. If anyone ever wants to talk about anything. No, it won't happen. Yeah, I know it won't happen, but still. There is an invisible Mountain King, which may lead to stuff. Yes, the Demon Hunter was stuffed. Yeah, was stuffed with bolts. Yes, with bolts. And right now human is creeping everything in the middle of the map. That's the main reason he got so many additional experience over Night Elf. He doesn't really have so many additional experience, it's just that Night Elf should always be ahead, and he's not ahead, it's more or less equal. And Night Elf is going towards the second expansion, of course. Human knows about it, and right now Night Elf would prefer to carry a TP. Other than carrying everything else. And finally there is a blizzard on an Archmage. Yes, he switched from elementals. Dryads were a little bit late, but Night Elf was able to get to mortar teams. But still a lot of bears will die. A lot of bears will fall. Human got 2 scrolls, but only one will be used in this fight because of course scrolls got cooldown. And spellbreakers are not that good, especially when your backline gets decimated. So Night Elf was able to have the field after to stand on the field to make human TP out. He was not able to win in this fight, no. That was an equal fight at best, and Night Elf is very low, and he should absolutely know that human is running towards him. Another Ankh. Another Ankh is not bad. Did he sell the first one? Huh? Did he really sell the first one, or did I miss the Naga getting down? Or maybe... No, I doubt. I guess he just sold it. Because Ankh is a questionable item. It can be awesome, yes, it can be absolutely awesome, it can save your life, but at the same time your hero goes down. Your hero is on the ground for a little while, and during this time it's not there, not in the fight, it's basically dead. And that's why most people prefer large potions, invul, healing, whatsoever. Whatever, not whatsoever. Because large potions just let your hero remain in the fight. And that's extremely important if your hero is a freaking demon hunter who deals a ton of damage with his hits. So, I would really prefer for a Night Elf to creep something, anything really. His demon hunter is 4.9, he wants his level 5. Just kill a green spot, that will be way worth it, very worth it. Human is getting to his third expansion, second expansion I mean third base. And that's to go to 100. Okay, he wants to win 100 against 80, that's acceptable. That's a good battle plan. Hawk absolutely knows that he should have a limit advantage against Night Elf. How much food what upgrades does Night Elf have? 1-1 bears! Oh, he's dead. He's so freaking dead. I'm sorry, Elegant, but 1-1 bears will not do. Mountain King will, of course, try to Stormbolt his opponent. He'll try to Stormbolt at least a few. Oh god, that's another mortar team getting caught. And killed by an Archmage himself, but that's fine. That's completely and perfectly fine. Demon Hunter is getting bolted. He should be saved by Naga. He should really be saved by Naga. He got an Ankh. Naga decides that losing an Ankh early on in the fight is fine. And a lot of Night Elf's units went down, but at the same time, again, Night Elf was able to get to the back line of human and deal significant damage. But bears will not regenerate enough mana in time. If Hawk will just recover with priests, if Hawk will not let Night Elf to kill his mortar teams that easily. Oh, he's going towards the keep. That's an interesting choice. What for? Inner Fire? That's possible. Against this many dryads it will be quite powerful. Human should be more aggressive. Human absolutely should be more aggressive. Come on, Hawk. You will not get there if you go to 100 already. No, no, no. And Demon Hunter is still 4.9, Naga is 5.1. Demon Hunter is not anywhere near level 6, so maybe Hawk will be able to wait till he gets to 100 and then attack with 100 casters. And that certainly will work if he is able to, if he is allowed to by his opponent. But if not, if for some reason Elegant decides to play aggressively, if for some reason Elegant decides to do something on the map other than just being on the map, Hawk will be in trouble. Eh, I mean, you really can't play this passively as a human when you're playing casters. Okay, I have to know what upgrades units are. How many upgrades? Come on, show me this Dryad, show me this... Oh, Spellbreakers are 2-2, okay. Hawk is winning. That's almost undeniable that Hawk will win if he decides to go to 100 the moment. He will have 1k gold. About 1k gold, I guess. 1k gold will not be enough to get himself to 100, of course, but 1k gold will be a good bumper to start and then to continue production, and he is taking his 4th expansion. He is playing Macra, for hell's sake. No, he's just making a tower there. And I thought should start making an Ancient of War next to this tower. But I guess Wisp and Peasant do not see each other. Okay, upgrades are visible right now. Thank you, my man, with your... whoever was streaming this one, and that was a good Dust of Experience, by the way. It didn't find Mountain King, but it still was a good one. It still was a good, valid attempt. And of course, Mortar Teams completely wrecked Dryads. Yeah, he's making a Protector, there are Peasants to kill this Protector, and there is the main fight. Again, Hawk lets his Mortar Teams get down, and he's using TP out instantly. That's strange. And he will not lose this expansion, because these bears will not be enough to kill it before his army gets back. But this instant TP out and these positioning mistakes are painful to watch. And Night Elf should not fight here. Hire a Zeppelin or fight with your Naga if you want to. Just do not fight. And Demon Hunter is back. Kill the mortars. Kill the mortars. Let this sorcerers be. Kill all the mortars. Meanwhile, all the bears are dying. At the same time, it's more or less acceptable if you kill every caster. Spellbreakers alone, yes. Zeppelin, yes, finally he was able to hire a Zeppelin. There are no more bears on the field, just one. This Naga will get healed up by rejuvenation while in the Zeppelin. But at the same time, there are no more casters on the field. All the priests are dying, all the Sorks are dying. There are only Spellbreakers, and yes, Spellbreakers alone do not do the trick. Spellbreakers are good units, no doubt, but they need some caster support. And now Dryads are dying, and Night Elf should evacuate. Night Elf should save his life. No? Okay, Mountain King is level 6, and Night Elf is losing this game. I mean, the moment he went into the caster line, he could have tried to get out, but I guess he just has only one expansion. Human also got only one base. Night Elf got one base, Human got one base, but the Night Elf is so freaking behind. And of course Night Elf got 1-1 upgrade. Meanwhile, Human got 3-2. And 3-2 Spellbreakers are just beasts. Yes, 3-3 bears are also completely beastly units, but 3-2 Spellbreakers against 1-1 bears, they don't feel the bears, that's the problem. They are just that armored. They've got such a good armor. At the same time, if Night Elf finally gets to level 6 on his Demon Hunter, if Night Elf gets to level 6 on his Naga, he may be able to achieve something on this map. But right now Human is ahead, and level 6 Mountain King is also not something you can completely ignore, because Avatar of course is magic immune. And Telegon is just not controlling his units perfectly. That's another problem, and he's still 1-1. For hell's sake, did you forget that your upgrades exist? Human got 1 gold mine and 1 gold mine with peasants mining in the distance. Long distance mining. Night Elf, of course, got only 1 mine and something else on the mine in the corner. I guess it's a wisp. Just a wisp, I guess. Yes, right, likely. Elegant went into the shop and didn't buy any. I think, really? What did he sell? Nothing? I don't know. Demon Hunter is in a little bit of trouble. Mountain King is screaming, oh! And then, of course, you can't burn him any longer, and Naga is doomed. Naga will use her Invul Potion, Naga will get rejuvenated. This poor Zeppelin went down, Demon Hunter is level 6, and he will not withstand against level 6 Mountain King. At the same time, Archmage also went down. Kill the Gyrocopter, please. These 2 Spellbreakers should be doomed. That didn't went as poorly as I've expected, mostly because Archmage went down very quickly. For some reason, I don't really know why, because Demon Hunter was able to kill him even when there were no demon form, so he was just meleeing Archmage to death. Form of on the Mountain King will soon be over. Yes, and that's another dead Spellbreaker for you. And there are 2 bears killing peasants on Human's expansion, and that's so damn freaking important. Of course, Human is making the 2nd expansion, Human has the 2nd expansion already. But these 2 bears killing every single peasant whatsoever is massive. And of course this Arcane Tower will also go down. Yes, bears are completely out of mana, but nobody gives a shit about their mana right now. And now you have to kill this Gyrocopter finally. No? Finally! He did it. And now they both will not have fighting forms for a little while. Yes, that's like a fight of the 2 ultimate bosses who are out of their ultimate phases. It is not even my final form. But yeah, wait for 2 minutes, wait for a minute right now, and you'll see my final form. Let's not attack each other for a minute. This Dryad may die. No? Human units are not that quick enough. Good. Good. That's fine. Night Elf may actually win. That's very strange. He was doomed in so many moments of this game, and Hawk is just controlling his units in such imperfect way. He could have hired another Zeppelin to prevent his backline from dying. He could have... I mean, it would be the 1st Zeppelin for him, but still. Demon Hunter is surrounded, there is Naga though, so there is no danger for him, and Mountain King is completely out of mana. And this Archmage is fine and well and dealing damage, but at the same time he is alone and he is also out of mana, and nobody has mana on the human side. Even this priest, no, and Mortarson dies again. I mean, Hawk also could have stealthed, put into an invisibility his mortars, and surrounding Demon Hunter just doesn't do anything, because of course Demon Hunter will be just stuffed out by Naga. And that's GG. Hawk lost! Hawk lost mostly because he didn't use his advantage to his actual advantage. I would certainly prefer a tower rush instead of the 2nd expansion. I would certainly prefer a tower rush instead of the 3rd expansion. I would certainly prefer him being more aggressive. I would certainly prefer him not losing Archmage for no reason at all, because yes, I know how Naga dies. I don't know how Archmage died the first time. You should not lose Archmage to Demon Hunter and Dryads alone. You've got stuff of Sanctuary, you've got possible small invul potions, you've got so many things. And you were winning against bears even without Blizzard. Yes, Blizzard of course helps, and initially Blizzard gives you a lot more advantage than anything else, but still. And in the end, he just went there with nothing, and he had absolutely nothing other than one Arcane Tower on his second expansion, and his first expansion was just miserable. Sorry, Hawk. That was not the good game. Anyway, I'll come back to you later, I guess, at some point in time. Stop streaming. Ta-da!